Now see, the next topic is three address code, quadruples and triples and indirect triples representation for three address code. Okay, this is a three address code for this expression. Question is, write three address code, quadruples, triples and indirect triples representation for this given expression A equal to minus b into c plus d. Okay, and this is a three address code for this expression. What is a three address code? The final category of intermediate code is known as three address code. And why it is called three address? Because every statement contain two operand and one operator, maximum two operand and one operator in every statement. See, in this statement there are t2 equal to c plus d, there are two operand and one operator. In this statement t3 equal to t1 into t2, there are two operand t1 in t2 and one operator, multiplication sign. Okay, maximum two operand and one operator is allowed in the right hand side of the assignment. That is why it is called three address code. Okay, see how we write three address code for this expression. See, my store takes some temporary variable t1, t2 and t3 and now assign this unary minus b into a temporary variable t1. Okay, now c plus d, assign c plus d to t2, some another temporary variable t2. Now this is a t1, this value stored in t1 temporary variable, and this value is stored in t2 temporary variable. Now this is a t1 and this is a t2, t1 into t2, t1 into t2, and now store t1 into t2 in some another temporary variable t3. Now this is a t3. Okay, and assign t3 to a, t3 to a. This is a three address code for this expression. Okay, now second, this is step 1. Now step 2 is quadruples representation of this three address code. What is a quadruples? A recorded structure with four fields, that is operator, argument 1, argument 2 and result. This representation of three address code is known as quadruples representation. This representation of three address code is known as quadruples representation of three address code. Quadruples because there are four fields. Okay, this is called quadruples because there are four fields: operator, argument 1, argument 2 and result. Okay, now see what is the quadruples representation for this first statement, t1 equal to minus b. There is a unary minus, so write unary. Okay, and what is argument 1? Argument 1 is a b. What is argument 2? Argument 2 is not available. And t1, and t1 is a result. We are storing this value in t1 temporary variable, so result t1. Now c is a argument 1, argument 2, d plus operator. Operator is op means operator. Operator, what is operator? Operator is plus. Now t2 is a result. Okay, now t1 argument 1, t2 argument 2, multiplication sign, operator and result t3. Now what is argument 1? T3 is argument 1. What is argument 2? Argument 2 is not available. What is result? Result is a. An operator, assignment. Why we are taking assignment as operator? Because if there is no single operator in the right hand side of the statement, then we take assignment as a operator. Okay, if there is not a single operator in the right hand side of the assignment, then we take assignment as operator. Okay, remember it. So t3 is argument 1, argument 2 nothing, a result, operator, assignment, and this is a quadruples representation of this three address code. Now see, next one is third step 3 is a triples representation of three address code. What is a triples? If three address code statement are representable by a structure with only three fields, or op, operator, argument 1 and argument 2. There are only three fields, that is why it is called triples representation of three address code. What is three address code? This is a three address code, and this is a three address code for this expression. Okay, this is step 1, three address code. Step 2, quadruples representation. Step 3 is a triples representation. Okay, See, what is a triples representation for first statement? Unary minus b and argument 2 is nothing, so dash. Okay, same here, unary minus b and dash. Now what is the triples representation for second statement? Plus cd. Okay, right here plus cd. Say okay, it's also same. Now see, what is a triples representation for this statement? Okay, multiplication sign t1 t2, multiplication sign t1 t2. In place of t1 t2 I am taking 0 1. Why? Because t1 what is the address of t1? 0. What is the address of t2? 1. So address of t1 0, address of in place of t2 take 1. Okay, because address of t1 is 0 and address of t2 is 1. Okay, now what is the triples representation for this statement? Assignment t3, keep assignment as it is, and a and 2, a argument 1 a and argument 2 t2, argument 1 a. See, when we write the triples representation, then at this time remember one thing, that this is a operator is assignment operator. What is operator? Assignment is operator. Assignment is operator. And what is argument 1 and what is argument 2? At the time of triples representation, a is argument 1 and t3 is argument 2. So write a, and in place of t3, what is the address of t3? Address of t3 is 2. So a and 2, argument 1 a and address of t3 is 2. So a argument 1 a and argument 2 2. Argument 1 a and argument 2 2. And so this is a triples representation for 3 address statement. Okay. Now what is a indirect triples representation? What is the indirect triples? Means this representation. Which representation? Indirect triples representation is just an enhancement over triples representation. Okay, there is a indirect triples representation. This is similar like a triples representation, but there are some enhancement over the triples representation. Okay, and it use pointer. It use pointer instead of position of store result. Okay, 0 store 0. This at some another address 14. You can take any number here. It's not necessary to take 14, 15, 16, 17. You can take any number. Okay, this is the address. Okay, we are storing the 0 on some address 14 and store 1 at this address and 2 at this address, 3 at this address, and so on. Okay, now in place of 0 1 2 3 write 14 15 16 17, because 0 0 at 14, 1 15, 2 16, 3 17, 0 14, 1 15, 2 16, 3 17, and similarly replace 0 by 14 and 1 by 15. Okay, remaining all the things are same. And this is a indirect triples representation for 3 address code. Okay, this is all about 3 address code, quadruples, triples, and indirect triples representation of the given expression. Okay, thank you.